Huzzah, everybody, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Metroid for the NES. Last time we gave Ridley a beating, got the Ice Beam back so we can make it through the living hell that is Tourian, and you have Metroids up the ass everywhere here. And Metroid 1 kind of begins the tradition of the hallmark freezing the enemy before beating them as strategy to taking down these ugly green jellyfish motherfuckers. So, yeah, it is not possible to go through here without the Ice Beam. Or at least beat these Metroids, rather. Because these things drain your life energy fast, even with the various equips, so... And they're fast and sporadic, too. Oh my god. But yeah, it's thanks to this game that they more or less made it a tradition, at least in the 2D Metroid games anyway, to where you have to, like, freeze a Metroid before killing it off, and I don't know. It's a simple, like, strategy, I guess, but there's something so intuitive about that, you know? And it's more or less the linear, like, hallway assortment of rooms up until the final confrontation with Mother Brain. So really, you just kind of have to tank it the whole way through. Make sure you brought a lot of missiles, because without a lot of missiles, you can't open up these doorways here. Because they require at least, what, 10 missiles to open? Much like that one door over in Ridley's area. So yeah. Not a place I'd want to run low on missiles for. And I don't think you ever would, really, because if you happen to go through the game without many missiles to begin with, for whatever reason, like, you still get, like, 75 missiles off the bosses alone, so, yeah, you should have more than enough coming into here. Or not. I still recommend you have at least, like, 200 missiles on hand before tackling this place, because this place just eats your missiles alive. Also, you have these annoying orange spaghetti-o rings here that just love to get in your way and just appear out of nowhere, it feels like. At least in, like, Super Metroid and Zero Mission, they actually have, like, these specific tiles they pop out from and you can actually see and react to when they come out. In this game, they just appear whenever the fuck they want, and it's like, ugh, it's annoying, man. Like, enemy strategy just does not feel legitimate in this game because you're just tanking through so much. Can you imagine if somebody tried to do a no damage run at this game? And 3 minutes in, and we're already close to the end, too. This place is pretty short, actually, so, no pressure. Until you get to the final boss, anyway, and realize how many missiles it takes to actually bring her down. Because unlike the other mini-bosses we've fought in this game, we actually do need to shoot her down with missiles, or it's not going to do anything. I'm actually curious, though, because, like, this is the first game to introduce, like, the multiple endings, but, like, another reason why it's not really worth it to go after all the expansions is that in Metroids 1, 2, and Super, your ending is really only influenced by the fact that you go through the game in a specific amount of time. And again, that's not brought up until Fusion, as I had mentioned a few videos back. Where was I going with this train of thought? I know I had something off the tip of my tongue and then I already forgot it. Anywho, with these things, you need to blow them up with missiles. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. With the ending, I'm actually kind of curious as to what kind of ending I'm gonna get at this point, because I know, like, for the best ending, you actually have to beat this game in, like, what was it, like, under 30 or 45 minutes, which is just inhuman. That kind of requires you putting in the Justin Bailey code and skipping all the bosses to do that. But, yeah, I'm bringing this up because with all the times I've paused in this playthrough, I actually wonder if they're gonna count that against me or not. And there's Mother Brain herself. She doesn't actually attack you, but rather you have all these turrets and these fucking spaghetti-o rings just coming out of absolutely fucking nowhere, just assaulting you from every angle. Don't stand too far to the ledge on the left, because you're gonna fall into that pit if you happen to get hit by one of these rinkas, which is what they're called, by the way. I'm a nerd. So every now and then you want to at least like pump in at least 2 missiles, retreat back, fire another 2, retreat back, and then so on and so forth until you bring her down. It's not too hard of a fight, but it can, with so much going on at once, I can definitely see why this fight can be extremely overwhelming. Whew. That went by pretty smoothly, actually. And here's that iconic escape sequence we're all so familiar with. Been around since the original, so we better hurry up and get the fuck out of here with these annoying precision platforming segments. Ooh boy, that's fun, right? So I'm gonna try and be as quiet as possible, because this definitely requires a lot of concentration, because I hate the fact that they happen to reuse like blocks where you have to like kind of inch yourself towards the edge of the block and then jump to get to the one above you. God, I hate jumps like that. And that's literally this whole escape sequence in a nutshell. Your precision platforming better be down, or you're gonna fail this miserably. Whew. Whew. And with plenty of seconds to spare, too. And with that, my friends, that is the ending of Metroid for the NES. You fulfilled your mission. It will revive peace in space, but it may be invaded by the other Metroid. Pray for a true peace in space. Alright, and now it's time to see what kind of ending we got exactly. Don't worry, if I don't happen to get a good ending in this one... Oh, and I got the second best ending, right above the one that requires you to get like 30 minutes or less, too. So yeah, if you replay the game upon getting this ending, you can actually play the game with Samus, but without her power suit. The Justin Bailey suit, if you may. But yeah, I do plan on getting every best ending of each game, don't worry. That includes Fusion and Zero Mission, despite how painfully annoying it is to get all the expansions in those 2 games. But yeah, that was Metroid NES, and the start of our Metroid Marathon. Again, I don't really come back to this one much. This is probably like, what, my 5th time beating this? And I've owned this game since like, what, 03, 04 or so? Probably 04. It's great to see how far the series has progressed since then, though. Especially coming into Metroid 2, though. Metroid 2 just fixes so much, and then Super Metroid actually takes and turns this genre into something timeless. Oh, and Gunpei Yokoi, you're gonna be missed. I actually kind of wonder what it would be like if he were still alive directing these games, actually. Can you believe they had to wait like 5 years before Metroid 2, though? Like, we thought the wait between Other M and, like, the next Metroid game was bad. No, they only had this game to go off for a while, and then they got a sequel for the Game Boy. Oi. But yeah, Metroid 1 for the NES, my third least favorite game in the series. It's not something I play much. If you have any fond memories of Metroid, feel free to share. I don't really have much else to say other than what I've said throughout the whole playthrough. So next up on our Metroid series retrospective, we're going to be going into Metroid 2. And that's actually a game I like a lot, and I'm looking forward to that playthrough because I know a lot of people like the shit on that game. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys then.